Hello everyone, it's Alani, your potato queen, here with another vlog. And now today, what I wanted to do is get a little bit serious. What I wanted to touch on was that something that I think affects a lot of us, and I think it's important to talk about. Now I know I have a very happy demeanor, and I know I'm usually yeah, about that. And it can be hard sometimes to get, but I really struggle with depression. Crushing feelings of never being good enough, despondency, fatigue, inability to get out of bed, wondering what's the point of it all, feeling like I never will amount to anything, feeling that I'm a failure. All of these are things I struggle with almost all the time. And I have good chunks where it's not a problem and I'm going great. And then it has bad chunks where it's pretty damn awful. And so I just want to talk about these feelings and what I do to cope with them, considering that right now I am waiting for my insurance to kick in. I am currently unmedicated for my depression. And also I think it's just important to talk about in general because people will mention it flippantly like, oh, I'm so depressed. And people make jokes about it, kill me now. But I think it's important to destigmatize mental illness and just talk about what's going on with us. Now, first, let's talk about the things that help my depression. I go to the gym for Zumba, and that really does help. I know some people are rolling their eyes everyone always says exercise help and exercise isn't a cure. No, exercise is not a cure for depression. If I could exercise my depression away, I would be in the gym 24/7. But what it does is it helps me manage it. When I'm having a really, really bad day and that frustration and just feeling that nothing is worthwhile and that I'm just this useless cog in the machine, going to the gym and sweating all over the place and making myself so sore makes it a little better. It could be the rush of endorphins that come from a workout. It could be just having the blood pumping and forcing myself to get moving. There's a lot of things. It could be just that I really do love forms of physical movement like dance, grappling, and whatnot. And so Zumba really gets me there. But whatever it is, it helps. And so if you can find something that you love doing that's physical, I really recommend you try it. And it doesn't have to be, go to the gym and work out. It could be playing DDR with your best friend, or playing fetch, or just going on a walk. Back when Pokemon Go came out, I remember a lot of us, it helped our depression because we were moving and doing something and blood was pumping, and it gave us a sense of purpose. Which, by the way, leads me into the next thing I do to help. A sense of purpose. I don't know why. Maybe it's because of what my parents told me when I was younger. Maybe it's inflated sense of self. But I feel like I am meant to do something very important on this earth. I felt like I'm meant to make changes and be different. Not be different, but make differences and be better and improve the world. Leave the world a better place when I left than when I entered it. I feel like I have to do that I'm meant to do that. And so when you look at it, honestly, I'm a 26-year-old girl who still hasn't been able to establish her writing career, is just now getting into the industry she loved, and I'm just struggling like everyone else is. I feel like a failure. And so I am able to mitigate this crushing feeling that I have somehow amounted to nothing in my life by setting myself multiple and many tasks and completing them. So that little voice, that feeling may say, Alana, look at you, you're 26, there's people who are 21 who are pop stars and who are Nobel Prize winners, you suck, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, that may be true, but I'm going to edit this YouTube video and I'm going to post it on time, and that is going to be what I do for the day. And so that helps. And being proactive, because one of my biggest depressors is money. I think a lot of us can agree that. It sucks to always be looking for money. And even though I know that I am very privileged to be able to spend my money on a cosplay hobby, it's a little oppressive to be one or two emergencies away from having nothing. Especially when you have a chronic disease like I do. So the writing, pardon me, lost my thought. To be proactive, I do freelance writing to make extra money from besides my job, so that can help relieve that. And every time I finish a freelance work, I feel a little, that was nice. So setting these little tasks of things you can do in a week or two, and then things you can do in a month or two, it's good to have them. So you have your day-to-day tasks, like I took a shower today, accomplishment, I take that depression. And then you have your weekly accomplishments, like I'm going to finish this freelancing, I'm going to finish this freelancing, I'm going to finish this cosplay, I'm going to finish this cosplay. And then you have your month-long ones, like I am going to be able to increase my cardio time double at the gym, I'm going to get this, save up to get this thing, I'm going to clean my room, I'm going to wash the dish. Oh, that should be weekly, not monthly at worst. It's hard when you're depressed, okay? So it's good to have those ranges so you are constantly accomplishing something and you have something motivating you to do something. And then the other thing that helps, and something I really struggle with, taking time. It's funny because it's the opposite of the other one. Taking time to do nothing. Now there's this trap of when you're depressed of just laying in bed and not wanting to do anything and just watching the world go by and just existing in your misery. That's not what I'm talking about. I was going for so long, I completely forgot about this until my friend Kaylee came over and we just watched TV and talked and ate snacks and like doodled and just planned about the future all day long. That's all we did. And it was so wonderful and so relaxing and so healing to do nothing the entire day that it's really important to make sure you take that time for yourself. And I know it's hard. I know it is so hard between you're probably either going to school and working a part-time job or working multiple part-time jobs or trying to struggle to stay afloat. It's so hard to not constantly be worried and struggle, but just, if you can, taking time for yourself to just be in a situation that is comforting, really, really amazing, really helps. And then, of course, for me, positive attention really helps me. So when I don't have enough of that positive attention, I tend to become destructive attention seeking, and it's something that I am really working on. But, I've got a lot of way to grow in my personal journey. And now one thing you'll notice is when I first started this YouTube, I always wore a full face of makeup, always had my hair done presentably every single video no matter what, because I was very self-conscious about the way I looked naturally. Because don't get me wrong, I'm in this weird middle ground where I think I'm really pretty, but only under certain circumstances and certain lights and certain makeups. And as I get older, the more I'm comfortable with just plain face, hair, and a messy bun. I used to not be able to let you guys see me like this at all, because what if they won't follow me? What if they think I'm ugly? What if they stop subscribing? But I realize it doesn't matter, because one, I'm worth more than my aesthetic value on this earth. It doesn't matter how much you like looking at me. That's not what I'm here for. But two, I'm happy with me. I like the way I look. I like the way my eyes disappear when I smile really big. And I like my little button nose, even though it's totally fake. I had surgery when I was a kid. I like, my very round cheeks and my little puckered lips. I like me. And the more I like me, the easier it is to deal with my depression. Because it's kind of like defending a friend from a bully. If someone tries to come up and bully a friend, we're going to have words. I remember a neighbor cat called a roommate of mine who was my friend, and I walked to their house, went to their door, and banged on it until they answered, and proceeded to have a conversation with them right then and there. So if I'm willing to do that for a friend, I need to be willing to do that for myself. So when that nasty voice comes in saying you could have been so much, look at who you are now, your mother was right about you, I just go, no, not today. I like Alana. Alana is trying hard in life. She doesn't always make the best decisions, but you know what? She's there, she's growing, and you need to get the fuck out. And the director was like, I'm just being honest. No, it's not just being honest. It's a destructive force within myself that I am working on defeating. So, what I'm hoping that you guys will get from this is, just to know kind of more about me as a human. But also, if you are also struggling with depression, sharing your coping mechanisms, or you finding solace in the coping mechanisms that I am supplying to you. I just want you to know that you're not alone, and even people who can seem to be really successful really struggle with feelings of inadequacy and never being good enough. Because I know some people see my cosplays and they're like, oh yeah, I can never do anything like that, which is hilarious because I think I'm an lower intermediate cosplayer. And then some people will see me guest at cons and they're like, oh, I just wish I could guest at a con, blah, blah, blah. And even though those things may seem really impossible to get, and how could I not be happy when I have those things, I just want you to know that these are things I struggle with, and if you struggle with them too, you know, we can always talk about it. My inbox is an open door. I'm really good at answering comments, I like to think. I just got the YouTube creator app for my phone, so now I don't have to wait till I'm at my desktop to answer messages. So I just really want all of you to know how much you mean to me, how much you mean to the people around you, and that it's okay if you're depressed. It's okay if you have some sort of mental illness, and it's okay if you can't currently be treated right now. My insurance is kicking in June, so I am going to see the doctors I need to, and I'm going to start getting medicated if that's what they decide I need, because I do want to stop feeling this way. I will manage it as best as I can until then, but I'm looking forward to perhaps having medications to more regulate it so I don't have this wild roller coaster of emotions. Unless, you know, medication turns out not to work for me, in which case I will continue managing my stress and managing my depression as best I can. But yeah, I hope that maybe you guys understand me a little better now, that maybe we're a little closer. And other than that, you know, I hope you have a really great rest of the week. And remember, please be safe. Bye! Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, feel free to like, comment, or even subscribe. You know, if you're cool or something, because this channel is totally only for cool kids. Who am I kidding? Just be safe out there, okay guys? Bye!